So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
Oh, well played. Great vision. Played into space out wide. Thuram gets into a good position. He's in a good position here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Now it's Thuram. Doué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Conte.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Thuram tries a shot! Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Thuram. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Digne. And here's Mbappe. And that's chance! Goal! France! And France are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And France can counter now. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And smartly reclaimed.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now that looks a decent ball, and that pass just didn't quite work.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Zaire Emery. Showing great feet there. Doué. Oh, shooting chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim. And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Pavard.
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Zaire Emery. And it's Doué. Ball played for Klaus. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goes for a shot! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now that's well seen too. Digne.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Tries to pass it through. Ball driven towards the far post. Oh, what has happened here? And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Mesdames et messieurs, je vous demanderai de bien vouloir prendre connaissance du communiqué envoyé par la police et qui s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Changement.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Tchouaméni gets rid without sophistication. Not the most accurate pass. Digne. And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Thuram, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. No way through. France come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And it's Digne. Digne. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He shifted it to the flank. Thuram. Oh, they can break here. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Konate spots it and intercepts. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Saliba.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, good spread. Thuram. France needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked...
Chance, surely! He's got away with one there.
Changement en cours.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Colomouani. Camavinga driving forwards. Olise. Thuram, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Tchouaméni. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Upamecano. And it's Tchouaméni. Oh, that was vital.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Camavinga. Now it's Colomouani. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Nicely shaped ball. And they win it back again. Klaus. Looking for options for movement. Conte. Lovely feet. Tchouaméni. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Upamecano. Olise. Colomouani. Now it's Camavinga. A heavy challenge. Klaus.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Aims beyond the defence. Klaus. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Thuram for Conte. And here's Elise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Now it's Dembele. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Kolo Muani touches it back. Passes short and sharp. Stood up well to him there.
1 minute.
Throw-in. And that's it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Camavinga unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Olise. Ah, that's a fine interception. Cleared without complication. It's a good spell of possession, this. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Dembele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dembele hurtling down that right flank. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And he's intervened well there. Camavinga. And Hernandez. And it's Tchouaméni. 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 Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get it through? Oh, well played.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Mbappe. Conte. For Olise. Knocks it out wide. Hernandez crosses. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's well positioned here. Oh, that was vital. Upamecano. Now it's Thuram. And he's in. Olise! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Hernandez. And it's Zaire Emery. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, they can break here. And it's Conte. Thuram. Thuram showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Hernandez with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Driving forward, played out towards the right wing. Decent progress down the left. Hernandez. That's a good run down the left. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni, Upamecano, and Hernandez. Now, can they get him away? Saliba gets across to intercept that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hernandez. Conte. Strokes it back. Tries to pass it through. France have it back and can go again. France finding their passes. There's a sharp little ball here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Koundé. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Well read, nice interception. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez. For Olise. Nicely weighted ball. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And it's Tchouaméni. Thuram absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's going to have his name taken. Koundé. He won't be happy with that one. Zaire Emery. Tchouaméni looking to penetrate opposition lines. Knocks it into space. Oh, important interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Klaus. Now that looks a decent ball. Olise picks it up out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for the... Mbappe! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Dembele under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
That's very neat. Good ball, good take. Olise did well to stay calm there. 60 minutes played. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Mbappe. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game-changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kante gets into a good position.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
It's played through for him. Oh, super ball! Can he finish? Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's heaved it away.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 11.
And that's definitely not his best. And he's hit it long.
Le numéro 22.
Now that's well seen too.
Le numéro 6.
Chouameni.
Le numéro 18. Le numéro 7. Le numéro
That pass
3.
isn't the best.
Digne. Changement.
Kamavinga. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking to play him in. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's going to go a long way. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Changement en cours.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. And it's Chouameni. This looks promising. Real chance! It's hit the upright. Tries to play it through.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Konate, Chouameni, and here's Thuram. Now it's Colomouani. Mbappe. France needed that, they really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He might have to go it alone here. Zaire Emery touches it back.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Chouameni, Saliba. Oh, good-looking ball. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, it's Dembele. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Temps additionnel.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
That's good running with the ball. And the number on the board is 3. Rabiot. And it's Zaire Emery. Good read, needed to be. And they've got rid. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9, le numéro 8. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 14. Attention, changement.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Digne.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rabiot. Oh, that's well spotted. Saliba. Digne. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. And he's onside. Rabiot powering forward here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Now it's Colomouani. He's shifting through the gears here. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Guendouzi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's picked his way through. Oh, it's Dembele. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
France truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement?
Chance for a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be
Additionnel, 1 minute.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert it.
Extra time reaches half-time. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been grueling. But who will be standing at the very end? Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Rabiot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. France still ahead by the game's only goal. threads one in, and this is Dembele.
Well played and well cleared.
And it's Camavinga. Looking for options for movement. And a chance! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Desperate defending required here. And he's there to belt it away. Nicked it back promptly. Saliba.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Guendouzi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get...
And that's it. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it could be a disguise, Peter, for something else. And that five at the back can easily produce wing-backs. If that's the case, I think, you know, it might end up a three at times. Admittedly, though, if they do play deeper and in line with the centre-backs, then we can take it that they don't really want to give much away. That'll be foremost in their minds. But essentially, it depends on the two wide players in that defence. If they push on a little bit more, we could see something very different.
Knocks it out wide. Very nicely done. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And now the breakaway. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great defending, strong and determined. Well read, nice interception. Played out wide. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Conte.
Well,
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Decent chance! Goal! France!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Can he spark a counter here? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for the run. Pavard, over to the other side.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And the finish! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his...
Camavinga! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Klaus. It's Hernandez. Mbappe. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, he has stuck it into his own net.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
France choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
France got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Olise. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Traoré. Oh, that's nice. Hernandez. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now the cross. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Olise gets good distance on it. Now it's Mbappe.
That's going in strongly.
France do have a chance to counter here. And that's going to be a booking. France are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Pavard, searching pass he's played there. Now it's Thuram. Nice looking ball. Now it's Thuram. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
France would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
well stopped.
Chouameni. And it's Hernandez. Oh, that's delightful. Mbappe. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Zaire Emery. Time and again they are repelled. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. And it's Zaire Emery. Little pass back. It's a searching pass. Drilled in low. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. Conte is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Zaire Emery. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's in a great position here. Oh, well played.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that is shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been... and again! France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Chouameni. Hernandez. For Olise. Zaire Emery. Chouameni. For Conte. Played back in. And once more he proves rigid and robust. France can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And here's Mbappe. That's an excellent interception. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Conte. Chouameni. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. Olise. And it's Conte. Out towards the flank. And he welcomes it in. Oh, nice touch. He's played it back. Here's Chouameni. Good chance here! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And how did he not make it four?
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And that's it.
Chers spectateurs, je vous invite à...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
Mbappe goes down, but nothing given.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Men.
And the finish! He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Valverde with the clearance. And it's Conte. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Vinicius Junior. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Olise. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Conte. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Alexander-Arnold. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. That pass isn't the best. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Howson gets rid without sophistication. Saliba. And Pavard. Chouameni for Olise. Out to the right. An instinctive delivery. Rudiger gets it away, pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that was vital. Approaching the half-hour mark. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. Now, he's got space here. He's in space and looking for options. Swept in. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, it's unfortunate. Took a touch off the defender, and that can happen.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Rudiger did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for the run. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. In with the challenge. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now it's Tchouaméni. Courtois breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Olise. Can he get it through? Goes for the header! And he hits the net! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Just eases him off the ball. Olise goes steaming forward. And it's Tchouaméni. Now that looks a decent ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Oh, it's beyond the defence. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Klaus, looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Madrid head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Looking to play him in. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's going to be disappointed with that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Tchouaméni. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Klaus. Conte. And he's forced to go back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! France are back on level terms. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's made its chance, surely! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. Now, power or placement? It's in! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Changement.
Madrid go into the lead. That's an imaginative pass. Not the most accurate pass. Klaus. Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Endrick proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That's Valverde. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Madrid have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And it's Tchouaméni. Pavard. Rodrigo powering forward here. He's beaten the last man. No, he refuses to take the bait. Rodrigo was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Rodrigo receives it in a wide position. Hangs in a cross. And that's really well manoeuvred. Olise. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's a little off target. Brahim Diaz. And it's Camavinga. Rodrigo. Here's Tchouaméni. France needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, sweet feet. And he's on his way. Rodrigo! Chouameni.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe tries to thread one through. It's Dembele! Gets good distance on it. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. He's a terrific header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Not the most convincing of passes. Valverde powering forward here. Can he get it through? Bellingham!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Valverde. And that's played in low. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Madrid presented with a golden opportunity here. to open the scoring. And that's a poor pen.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Olise. And here's Thuram. He's found a way through. Klaus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Olise. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Wriggles his way through. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. And here's Thuram. Bellingham. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Strokes it back. Great vision. Thinks about the shot. Courtois gets rid without sophistication. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Thuram picks it up out wide. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Conte. Now it's Thuram. Olise has it in a wide position. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Bellingham. It's a promising position. And it's Tchouaméni. Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni running with the ball. And it's Conte. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! And one more try! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Well, you could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one.
Their communication skills were lacking then, and they still came out of it with a generous bonus.
Conte. Good, strong midfield running here. Howson deals with that comfortably. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is one way to stop him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Driving forward. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tchouaméni. And here's Valverde. Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Vinicius Junior. Crunching tackle. Thuram. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, obviously no breakthrough as yet, but it's not from the want of trying. I think in a tight game like this, that penalty becomes a huge issue.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Olise. Oh, easy pickings there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. Hernandez in acres of space out wide. Valverde with the clearance. And he's there to get it away. France upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
It's Hernandez. Deep cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. And that pass just didn't quite work. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Hernandez. That has not gone well. Probing pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hernandez. That is Conte. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains... Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Attention, changement.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Alexander-Arnold. Vinicius Junior being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Madrid perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Traumeri. Upamecano. Threads one in. He's on it. Can he get away? Picked out, and the shot! Sticks it away! And late in the day, a telling moment.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25, le numéro 11. À leur place,
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
24.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc.,
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Knocks it into space. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Konate. And Doué. Hernandez.
That's good play from him.
He's picked his way through. And once more, he proves rigid and robust.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22, le numéro 21, le numéro 9. À leur place,
And it's
le numéro
Doué.
3.
He's found a way past.
Le numéro 2.
That looks a
Le
decent
numéro
ball.
7.
Skims
Changement
one
de
in.
tour.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Endrick, played out towards the right wing, and he's managed to get free. He's found some space. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And he was alert to it. Rudiger gets it clear. Pavard, he's in a great position here. Pavard with the cross. It's a mighty effort!
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And it's Doué. France have it back and can go again.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. That'll be a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15. À sa place, le numéro 5.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Takes a shot! In he goes again. No mistake. They have stolen level at the last. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 12. Attention,
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Madrid displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Goulet. Now it's Rodrigo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Rudiger. And Carvajal. Carvajal making good progress on the right-hand side. Gets a good foot in there. Taken back almost at once. Camavinga. Brahim Diaz. That was good alertness. And it's Doué. Oh, that looks a cracking ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Alaba. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Howson makes the interception. Well, they can break here. Rodrigo. Camavinga. Camavinga takes control of it and he's on the move. Doué defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Camavinga, there he goes, motoring full. They've reached the midway point in extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? Endrick. And the finish! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Madrid take the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Endrick. Now it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Madrid close now to seeing this one through to the end. Played out wide. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Nice control. He's got away. Ball driven towards the far post.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Carvajal given the lift of his goal. Brahim Diaz. That's the end. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Carvajal picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.